Hello, friends. Welcome to the Career Guru podcast. I am your host, Steve Yanovsky. What a glorious day it is to start your path in a new career. Doors are opening here at the Boston Career Institute even as we speak. And I'm here holding the key for you. So tune in, stay sharp, and enjoy yourself. This is going to be great. Hashtag Let's Career Up.
Good day, everyone. It's nice to have you back. It's nice to have me back. I'm your career guru, coming to you across the internet waves. We're here talking today to two of my former students and current employees, Milene Silva and Cheayann Castriotta. They're wonderful people. I love working with them. Sometimes I feel like I'm working for them. It's great to have them on the show today to discuss their particular journey, how they got to be where they got to be, at the heights, at the pinnacle of their career at the Boston Career Institute. Let me introduce the two young ladies that are going to be speaking to you today. Milene Silva. Milene, please introduce yourself to the Guru Land.
Hi, hello everyone. This is Milene Silva. Nice meeting you. Nice being here with you guys.
Thank you. Cheayann, your turn.
Hi, my name is Cheayann Castriotta. Good to see you or be here with you.
That's wonderful. It's great to be with both of you today. It is my sincere pleasure to be able to speak with you and to ask you to share your particular story with our aspiring career gurus. Some of these folks may be in your classes even as we speak because this particular broadcast will be sent to them as well, so they can listen and learn a little bit more about their teachers. Milene, what is your current job title with the Boston Career Institute?
So I'm the lead medical instructor with BCI. I've been working with BCI for 7 years, and it's been a journey. I love it. I love what I do. I love teaching the students and having the students out there. Every time that I go to a hospital, to a clinic, I see a student, a former student working, and it's just amazing. It's very good.
It is amazing. 7 years. How time flies. My gosh, I remember when you were first a student in my class.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Yes, it's amazing. You are a very gifted student, so I'm very glad that you came back. Tell us a little bit about your background before you got into healthcare. Tell us a little bit about the work that you used to do and continue to do. Just a little bit about you.
All right. So I was born in Brazil. My family, like my grandfather, was a pastor in Brazil. My father, a pastor as well. So we moved to the U.S. because my father and my mother, they were invited to plant a church here in the U.S. So we moved here, but when I did that, my dream back in Brazil was actually to be a doctor. And I was actually signing up to go to the university there on that year. But I moved here and things changed. But the medical background, like the wish, the dream was always there. So I came here, I helped out with the church, but also I had to go clean houses like most of people from Brazil that come here. They moved here and we start like cleaning houses. But I always had that dream to at least become a nurse here. And eventually, after working with the church, my husband is also a pastor. So I helped him also with another church. And always working with people gave me like great joy. Like I loved being around people. I did do a lot of administrative services there, but also worship team. There was a time in my life, my kids were already like growing up. And then I was like, I never got to be a doctor. Maybe it's time for me to do nursing. So I talked to a friend and she told me about medical assistant. She actually was a student in Brookline before. And she told me, Milene, why don't you do medical assistant? And then maybe if you go to work in a clinic, they can actually help pay for your nursing school. So that was the plan. And I came to BCI. I actually registered in Malden. Steve was my instructor. I loved his classes. He was so fun. And like even to this day, I use like stories that he told me when he was my instructor, examples that really worked like for me to understand better about something. And I use with my students still. And I graduated and eventually I met Fred, which is another boss of mine. Like he is the director of the school as well. And he offered me the position to just see if I was good teaching and to work with students. And I did it, like I applied for it, and then I became the lead medical instructor, and I've been with them, with you guys since then, and I love it.
Well, you're exceptionally talented, and at this point in time, you yourself have trained thousands of people. How does it make you feel?
Oh, like proud and happy. Like it's really good. In the class, it's not just like about like we're teaching, but we are also like having some type of relationship with them. Like people can get here and then like we laugh together. Like they're having a bad day, but then like things get better. And it's just really good. Like I love being around them and being part of their lives.
How does it make you feel when you see your students in different clinics and different places that you
Oh,
run in?
I scream, man. Like sometimes, like I'm walking at the hallway, and then someone sees me, and then they're like screaming, "Oh, Miss Milene!" And then I scream as well, and then we hug, and it's fun. It's like a mission accomplished. That's the
Excellent, excellent. And don't worry about being a doctor. You know, there's all sorts of doctors out there. You're a doctor of the soul. I know that you affect so many different people. I'm bestowing upon you, the career guru is bestowing upon you a official title of the doctor of the soul.
Can I get the pay for that as well?
I will print the thing myself for you. All right, Cheayann, I know you were avoiding being put in the spotlight, but it's your turn. Introduce yourself again to the folks. Tell us what you do in BCI. And remember, Milene spoke for about 4 minutes. You're stuck for 4 minutes. I need airtime with you. Let's go. Cheayann, take it away.
So my name again, I'm Cheayann Castriotta. I am one of the instructors here for medical and also an e-learning coordinator. So I track people as far as their online classes go, NHA, SimTech, all of that.
Tell us a little bit before you go on, NHA and SimTech and all that, and that whole thing that you glossed over being an e-learning coordinator. Explain a little bit what that actually is, e-learning.
E-learning. So we partnered with a platform called NHA, National Health Career Association. It's an added certification that we have for our medical students.
National
to help them.
certification, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So it's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a huge deal. It's awesome that we do this. So we've built in a lot of their study material into their program. So in theory, by the time they're done taking classes here, they should be close to ready, if not ready, to take that national exam and have that added certification, which can open up more job opportunities, money opportunities, which is great. So it's really good for them.
It's good for everybody. It's not just good for our
Yes.
students. As you know, many employers require certifications, not just from a school, but national certifications. And NHA offers a whole host of certifications that we offer to certified medical assistants, medical office administrators, phlebotomists, EKG technicians. You know, they do it all. So we offer these certifications, and little old you is in charge of all of this stuff. Not a small feat. I'd say it's quite impressive and quite important for everyone. Tell us a little bit about how you're enjoying interacting with students on this e-learning platform. Do you feel like you have direct interaction with the students and how that goes? Because we want to share with the people what it's like to learn online. Today, learning online is a reality of life. Everybody has to do some online and computer learning. You can't get away from it. Tell us a little bit about how you interact with the people, whether it's scary or not, you know, whether it's difficult. Give us a little feedback so people feel empowered to pursue this with your guidance.
It's great. In 2020, when COVID happened, we as a school switched towards this e-learning platform. So it was a little difficult at first for everyone to navigate, but now that we've been doing it for about 3 years now, it's great. I have interaction with students from all campuses, not only the students that I see physically. I have an open dialogue with all students. And, you know, we have a lot of helpful videos, how-to videos, Microsoft Teams, a lot to chat with students. I feel like I can connect with students a lot more, and I'm constantly in touch with students. So I feel like now they get a lot more from us. There's a lot more to learn, and they get a lot more out of it. Being able to do stuff at home. We have a hybrid program, so students are physically with us for a couple hours a week, but there's a lot more for them to go over, study, learn, have access to.
Now, you oversee about 350 students a year yourself. That's not a small feat. That's not a small accomplishment. I mean, I'd like to, you know, you and Milene both, you're fantastic instructors. You know, this doesn't happen all on its own. It takes time to develop. You take professional development courses. Tell us a little bit about your students. Do you feel like they inspire you to do better, on their own? How do you feel? They don't necessarily see you face to face all the time. I know Milene is with them all the time, and she gets to see them face to face a lot more than you do. You're kind of behind the scenes, one of those unsung heroes of Boston Career Institute, doing your magic with a computer, but nonetheless. Tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I love when I get to go to Brookline and actually meet some of the students, because then they're like, oh my God, it's you. I get to see you in person, because they see me in videos. They see me as basically a computer screen sometimes. But it's really great working with people, kind of like mirroring what Milene was saying. It's wonderful to see their journey here and see them succeed, and, hearing their stories and all of that, and having them open up to us and, laughing and all of that.
It's a little bit difficult at first for students who really never had too much interaction with a computer screen as a means of education, as a means of learning. But you gently guide them through that particularly difficult waters of learning online. And then towards the end, they kind of grow into it and they see, hey, there's a lot more to this, right? Is that kind of how it works? A little rocky in the beginning, but not too much. I mean, I figured, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you know how to text and email, you can pretty much do e-learning.
Yeah, Microsoft Teams is also on the phone, so it is almost like I'm texting students most times. We try to ease students into the platform. So like I said, we have NHA, but we always start with just Microsoft Teams. We get them comfortable with this platform, and then we'll add a little bit more. During our online classes, I am available. I will show them, I mirror them my screen so that they can see where to click, how to go to things. I have instructional videos. I don't throw anyone to the wolves, so I am always available as well. So anytime there's an issue, I always say, never wait. Don't wait. 16 weeks goes by so fast. So if you wait to see your teacher in person or me in person, you've lost a lot of time there. So I always say just message. Even if it's in the middle of the night, I might not see it, but I'll get back to you as soon as, I can.
And I know you do. I know Milene does. I know I do. It's a 24/7 pursuit. I know that we never leave, like you said, we don't toss people to the wolves. That's not what educators do. That's why I'm speaking to you. You are fantastic educators, absolutely fantastic. Definitely one of those things that I could put on my wall and say, these are my people. It's wonderful to have you both here, and I know the students appreciate you very much, as we see from all of the texts and emails and cards that you folks receive from your people. I mean, think about this. Cheayann, how long have you been with BCI, Boston Career?
About 6 years.
So you and Milene, about the same time you came on board. If you take the number of people that you interact with, I want you to think about this just for a second. It's well over 2,000 people, 2,500 people roughly, walking the streets of Massachusetts and beyond, who are nationally certified and are doing things and are going to school. Now, I know that these folks, when they complete this training right now, they're heading to bigger and better things. I know Milene was talking about she wants to be a nurse. You will be. You will be an RN. Those of you who want to accomplish this, you will. But this amazing feat is so much easier to accomplish when you learn to learn. This is what we're doing here. We're teaching people how to learn in the new environment and take these national certification exams through NHA. NHA, National Health Career Association, is one of the biggest credentialing bodies out there. And what else do we do here? We offer people an opportunity to take the exam here in our campuses. Both of you are credentialed with NHA to oversee these exams, are you not?
Yes.
Sure. So what does that, isn't it wonderful that a person who's already going through their education in this campus, they feel comfortable, they feel empowered to take these tests. They don't have to go to a crazy testing center to take an exam where they're going to be further intimidated. No, they're coming home to their classrooms, and under your gentle supervision, gentle but strict supervision, they take these national exams and they pass them. I want to mention one thing. NHA exams and, let's say, the nursing board exams are extremely similar in their structure. And I want to let both of you know, as you will be pursuing further education in nursing, and I know you will be, with our help here, you will do that. When you're ready to take those exams, you will take them. They're going to be much easier for you to take. I know we write a lot of recommendations for our students who complete our education. They call for and they write in for references. We write lots of references to people who go back to schools. I don't want to steal words from Neil Armstrong, but this is one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. This is exactly what happens. And our students' success when they go through this program, when they increase the amount of money that they make, the benefits that they receive, they tend to inspire other people to go further, to find their way to us or to other schools. Of course, better for us because we're a better school. Are we not? If we don't toot our own horn, who else is going to do that? Except our students. They give us a lot of positive feedback and constructive feedback so we can improve our performance. A lot of our former students come back and they become members of our advisory boards for these programs, and they give us fresh perspectives on how we need to improve ourselves. So this is great. What else can I chisel you ladies about?
Well, you were talking about feedback from students, but we also get feedbacks. Like recently, we got an email from a site that we sent students to do internship. And I was so happy with that email because the director there was saying how well prepared our students are. And he was amazed. All the students that you guys send here, they are so well prepared. I just want to congratulate you guys. And that was amazing, hearing from them. Okay, they get people from different schools and they are amazed with our students. So that was really good.
So why do you think they're so well prepared? What gives them that preparedness? What do you think is the main point here in BCI that makes our students a lot better prepared than most other people going into internships or even employment? What do you think that is, Milene?
In my opinion, I think it's because all of us instructors, we actually go by the rules of NHA, the standards, which is the national certification. We did that by ourselves, as students, and we have the certification. So whenever we teach them, we actually teach them based on what is nationally mandatory or right. Some people would learn skills, but not the way that they should be doing that. But also because I think we care. I think that makes all the difference. Whenever we have students here, we really want to see them succeed. And we really put effort into helping them out one-on-one. And I think that makes the difference here.
Well, Cheayann, what about our hands-on training? Do you think that training is helpful to the students that go outside into the real world? Because we provide internships for our students. We place them in real clinics, offices, and hospitals. How's our format in the classroom helping students achieve comfort level with clinical performance?
Absolutely. I mean, their second week here, they're practicing phlebotomy, and that becomes a skill. We practice these.
What's phlebotomy?
Every week.
Not everyone knows.
Say it again?
What exactly is phlebotomy? It's a scary sounding word, but what is it?
It is a scary sounding word. Drawing blood. It is not as scary as it seems. Most students are a little nervous on their second class here that they're drawing blood, but by the end of class, they're like, oh, that wasn't so bad. This is fun. I love doing that. I mean, for me, that was the first thing I learned when I came to BCI. I was actually told by a family friend I should get into healthcare a long time before I came here. And she was trying to get me into a phlebotomy program else at a different school. I was terrified. I thought the idea was scary. And I come here, what do I do on the first day? Who was the first person to draw blood? It was me, and I loved it. It is my favorite thing to do now. So it is not as scary as it sounds. But we have students practice these skills every week. They're here for 16 weeks.
Give us a little rundown of the skills, just a little bit.
On their first class, they'll learn vital signs. Then they learn phlebotomy, injections, EKG, CPR, different lab tests, lab skills, eye and ear procedures, sterilization procedures, things like that. So each week they come in, they're going to learn a new skill, and we're going to practice it. So we take a lot of time with the students, hands-on, practice one-on-one. Yeah, I know people. I have students who have said they've been in nursing programs and they wanted to jump in the field right away, and they don't get to touch needles until they're doing their clinicals years after starting. So it's a unique thing that we jump into that kind of those kind of procedures right away.
It's an amazing thing you just mentioned. I completely forgot about this, that what we have in BCI, and we have specialty classes for students who are in pre-med or in nursing schools, or people who want to go to physician assistant or nurse practitioner training programs, or people who want to be dentists. They come to BCI to actually learn these skills while they're in college so they can increase their chances of admission into these professional venues of study into healthcare. So we do have these people who are, they really want to kind of either test their waters, before they commit themselves to a lifetime of learning and spending hundreds of thousands of dollars for their education. They come to us while they're still in undergraduate school trying to learn these skills. We have these special courses for these folks who are interested. And again, like I said, we write an awful lot of, I personally write an awful lot of, what do I write? Recommendation letters. Thank you. Yes, soon, Milene, you'll be taking over my job. I'm heading over where the guru is going to retire to the Castle of Solitude with Superman and take his retirement there, if my wife consents. In any case, so this is great. This is great stuff we're doing here. What would you say to people who are on the fence if they should pursue this education? They should pursue this training. If they're scared to go, oh, I can't learn online, or oh, I'm not smart enough for this. What would you say, Milene? You say something, and Cheayann, I want to get your feedback on this too.
Don't put limits there in what you can do. Come to the campus, okay, during a class time, and then see the students engaging and see how you feel about it. Also, don't worry about your age. One thing that I like about our students here, like we have students that come like fresh from high school, okay? Young kids, that could be my kids actually, and they're studying, but we also have people on their 50s, on their 60s. So it doesn't matter your age. Also, it's not about you having, because I know that we have people from other countries, and it's not about if you speak a perfect English. Of course, you have to understand us. Okay, the class is given in English, so you have to understand, you have to communicate. You're also going to have to go to the field, talk to the provider, talk to the patients. But it's not about having a perfect English. That's not the point. So don't put limits into what you can do. Come here, call the office, set up a date for you to come and visit the school and actually see how you feel about that.
So you're saying is that we actually allow people to come in and observe the class while it's happening?
Yes, it happens a lot.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
And,
Cheayann, sorry, Milene. Go ahead.
And like many times, like people will come, visit, they like it, they are so excited, and they sign up in the same day.
Amazing. Cheayann, what's your perspective on all this? Give us your take from your realm.
I would just say don't wait. Don't be afraid to call. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Come in, like Milene said, you can come and visit us, come meet us in person, and just watch the class for a little while. Usually, I did this in Malden on Tuesday. I stood with a student while we watched another instructor do a blood draw with another student. And I walked her through everything. I was explaining things. So don't hesitate. Don't be afraid. Just take the jump. Take the leap of faith if you're thinking of this. Like, do it. Healthcare is a great field to be in. There's always job. There's always work. There's always room to grow. So if you do love this, you could be a nurse. You could be a doctor someday. And like Milene said, it is never too late. We have students who are in their 50s. We have young kids in here, and we have everyone in between. If you're an older person, you're thinking, oh, I wish I did this in my life. I want a career change. It's fine. Do it. Just do it. That's what we're here for.
Let me tell you something, ladies. As a director of education and one of the founding members of this great institution, and I can say that this is a great institution. We've been here for 20 years, and many, many thousands of people who graduated here in the last 20 years. I'm proud to have you both as instructors, as educators, as mentors, as doctors of the soul, all working here in BCI. It is truly a labor of love. It is truly a gift that both of you possess, and all the instructors who work here are the same way. You're just a representative of the rest of the body of our educators, clinical trainers who work here, people who give their time and effort and their knowledge and their skills to all the people who are trying to make something better of themselves, professionally speaking. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you both very much for doing God's work here, to helping a lot of people, thousands of people, in your case, tens of thousands in mine, because I'm older. So I want to thank you both very much, and I want to thank you both for being here with us today in Guruland. sharing your knowledge, your experience. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Steve.
Wonderful to be with you here in person in our Career Guru studios. And I look forward to speaking to you again very, very soon. Thank you both very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve.
Bye.
Well, friends and aspiring career gurus, this was fun. Thank you for tuning in. I feel enlightened, I feel empowered, and I'm feeling grateful that we spend time with you. For more information about Boston Career Institute, please visit our website, bostoncareer.org. Boston Career Institute has 3 campuses located in Brookline, Massachusetts, Malden, Massachusetts, and Lowell, Massachusetts. Call our toll-free number, 888-383-6058. For questions, comments, and or information about our podcast, email me at thecareerguru@bostoncareer.org. The Career Guru podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, our website, bostoncareer.org, or wherever you stream your podcast. Subscribe, stream, rate, and review our shows. Your rating and reviews help our show reach new audiences. Produced by PodPro Entertainment, the Career Guru lives within a network of podcasts located at podproentertainment.com. # The New Radio. Looking forward to seeing you soon. All the best to you. My name is Steve Yanovsky. I am the Career Guru. May God bless you. # Let's Career Up.